night at 1800 hours, Christie was found dead, burnt to a crisp.
Where?
Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi. Of course.
Now, listen here, son. I've been investigating murder for over 30 years, and if I've learned anything, the first suspect, the one you suspect the most, is never the culprit.
So it's the person you least suspect?
No! It's the person you suspect most averagely.
Then let's go nail down that average sick bastard.
We know one of you made Christie crispy.
Let's revisit that night. Setting, Christie's chalet, Corpus Christi. The murder occurred around 6:50, just as his belt began to unbuckle after his 6th serving of barbecue ribs, and the guests of his barbecue extravaganza began to leave into the warm, dark summer night. Where were you the night the future of our nation was crushed?
Well, my father was threatening to take away my horse privileges for the week, so I had to leave and blow off some steam. You know, I hate my father so much. He's like the worst person. He's almost as bad as my cat. Well, anyways, I just left and wandered, crying at how unfair the world is, and I was walking by Christie's house when I heard a scream and called the police.
An ironclad alibi.
Right. And you?
I don't really remember. I was in a lot of pain.
Pain? From what?
I came up onto the landing at I don't know, 6 o'clock. I saw a shadowy figure outside of Christie's bed.
A shadowy figure? The killer?
It was holding a knife. Started running at me. I was a little tipsy, so I said, well, what are you gonna do? Stab me?
And?
He stabbed me.
You kind of asked for it.
I literally asked for it.
And what about you? You've been very quiet.
Where was I that night? I was killing
Ha! A jokester, huh? We've just found Christie's corpulent corpse burnt to a crisp in Corpus Christi. And you think this is a joke?
Where were you that night?
this very room.
Can anyone confirm that?
No.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
Well, folks, we've uncovered the truth. I've been investigating for 30 years, and if I've learned anything, the person you most suspect is never the culprit. But the person you least suspect is never the culprit either. Dorothy, you have an ironclad alibi. Therefore, you are not the culprit. And Hannibal Lecter, any stupid detective would immediately think that you had done it. No alibi. Recently escaped from a mental hospital for the criminally insane. Blood from the murder all over your body. A knife, also from the murder, in your pocket. But if I've learned anything, the person you suspect the most is never the culprit. Therefore, you are not the culprit. That leaves us with Jim. Oh, Jim. Oh, poor, sweet Jim. Not. Underneath this pleasant facade, I sense darkness and rage.
So, Jim snuck past the guests, burnt Christie to a crisp, and then stabbed himself.
I confess.
No.
I knew it! All right, Jim. You're headed to jail, buddy.
Jim, I want to go to jail.